The Dragon Ball Legends 4th anniversary starts in 5 days, and everyone seems to be preparing for the big event. But even though it's been almost 4 years since the game has released, we have had a lot of newcomers join along the way, some of which have never experienced a Legends anniversary before. So today's video is for you guys. Today, I'm gonna help you guys out by giving you a few tips on how to prepare for the Dragon Ball Legends 4th anniversary. The first tip is to save your Chrono Crystals. This is probably very obvious, but of course, you need your crystals in order to summon on the banner, and if you don't have enough crystals, you won't be able to summon on the banner. So save your crystals as much as you can. And even at that, it's gonna be a lot harder if you're free to play in comparison to being pay to play, because being pay to play, you can just buy your crystals. It really doesn't matter. You really don't even have to save them if you don't want to. Granted, if you have enough to continue buying crystals. But if you're free to play, your resources are a lot more restricted than if you're pay to play, because you're limited to story mode, events, PvP, and also the general, well, not general, but sometimes when we get maintenance, like unscheduled maintenance, then they'll give you like compensated crystals. So you have resources to farm crystals for free, but of course, with it being free, it's not going to be as plentiful as buying crystals. So again, save your crystals. They are very, very important. And also, there are these things called bait banners, right? What the devs would usually do, especially around anniversary time, is throw out a banner that seems super enticing. Maybe it has characters that you weren't able to get before, or a character that you do have but you want to get buffed up all the way, or whatever the case may be. And they'll usually put those out before anniversary or before big events to, you know, entice you to summon with their crystals. But usually when it comes down to those things, I would highly recommend not summoning on bait banners. They are extremely dangerous when it comes down to being prepared for the anniversary. Granted, there are two like somewhat exceptions, if you will. One of which is Legends Limit Break. And I say that because even though the units on the banners may not really matter that much to some, the thing is, Legends Limit Break banners, when you summon, you get multi-Z power that you can store. And for those banners, I always say that if you have spare crystals, like just crystals that you know, like if you were to lose that particular amount, it won't impact you too much, then use that to summon on those banners on the very last day to get those multi-Z power to use for whatever unit that may be up and coming. Another example is the current banner that we have right now, or not banner, but it's a mission where if you use 3,000 crystals, then you're able to unlock these missions and get 600 sparking, Legends Limited, and EX multi-Z power as well. And for that, same thing. If you have spare crystals that, you know, will not really impact you too heavy from the amount that you have saved up, then wait till the last day and then unlock that, do those missions, and carry all that multi-Z power with you towards the anniversary. But apart from those like rare exceptions, don't summon on bait banners, farm as many crystals as you can, and you should be fine. The second tip that I have for you guys is to farm resources. I cannot stress this enough, because yes, if you have crystals that you summon on the banner and you get the new unit, that's good and all, but if you can't level them up, then what's the point? So again, farm resources. What do I mean by resources? Souls, like Rising Souls, Super Souls. You don't really have to get Zenkai Souls for like new units. That's literally just for Zenkai units, but definitely Rising Souls and Super Souls, farm those. Slot removers, farm those as well. Zenny, farm that too. Like those type of resources, even though they're very common, are absolutely important and absolutely pivotal to being able to level up the new unit if you so happen to pull them, and honestly any unit in general. So make sure that you have those resources at the ready, because the last thing that I want to happen to you guys is for you to summon on the banner, you get the unit, but you have no way to effectively use the unit because they're not soul boosted, or they're whatever the case may be. Just make sure that you have resources ready, so that way you're not scrambling to farm them after you summon the unit during the anniversary. The third tip I have for you guys is to form a team based off of the tags that the new anniversary units are going to be on. For example, one unit that we know for a fact is going to be in this anniversary because of an official leak is none other than MUI Goku. And 3 tags he's more than likely going to be on are God Key, Universe Survival Saga, and Saiyan. Now, I'm not really too sure if you want to form a Saiyan team right now. I mean, you could if that's really all you have, or if you really want to. but the two I would definitely recommend the most are God Key and especially Universe Survival Saga, because they've gotten tremendous buffs recently. We had God Key with actually Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, but she also flows into Universe Survival Saga, who got not only that unit, but also Golden Frieza, who's a phenomenal green unit. So I would say prep Universe Survival Saga the most, because that has really been getting buffs as of late. But just in a general retrospect, form a team based off of the tags that the new units are going to be on. And again, the ones that I listed were just for MUI Goku, because that's all we know right now. We don't know any other unit that's going to be tied alongside that Goku when the anniversary starts. But at the very least, prep a team to be ready for those units, so that way you don't have to scramble and figure out who goes on what team and whatnot. And the fourth and final tip I have for newcomers, specifically newcomers that are trying to be content creators for Legends, is for any anniversary, turn your in-game music off. I cannot stress this enough, because the thing is, in-game music in Legends is okay, and especially during anniversary time, they usually play like trademarked, copyrighted songs from OG Dragon Ball, like Chala Head Chala, Blizzard, etc, etc. And obviously, if you have those songs playing while you're making content, your video can get copyright claimed, and that is a big problem. So in order to completely avoid that, turn your in-game music off. But some of you may be wondering, well, what if I do want to have some sort of music in my gameplay during the anniversary? There is a whole slew of games out there that you can use their OST for Legends, and it'll work out just fine. One example would be Dokkan Battle. Dokkan has so much OST, and the thing is, actually, if I'm not mistaken, their OST doesn't get claimed at all. So there are plenty of characters that released with new OST tracks in Dokkan that you could use in Legends, or if you do want to branch out, there are other games that you can use as well. I know there are some Sega games out there that you use their OST and you won't get claimed. But again, I would highly suggest turning your in-game music off, because the last thing that I want for newcomers who are trying to be content creators, especially during anniversary time, is to put out their first video, and their first video gets copyright claimed, and then it just spirals out of control from there. Again, just looking out for you guys, smaller creators, newcomers who are trying to be creators, turn your in-game music off during anniversary. Trust me, you will not regret it. So those are all the tips I have for newcomers who are going to be playing Dragon Ball Legends during the anniversary. Because again, if you guys follow all of those tips, you should be fine. And also, this isn't really a tip, but also be excited for the anniversary, because much like any anniversary in Legends, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna have, again, new characters, so many events, and even at that, usually when it comes down to anniversary, it's not just the one day that leads on for like a few weeks and then that's it. But there's usually the first part of the anniversary where we get like the main unit that everybody's been waiting for, and then we usually get a part 2 of the anniversary that happens a few weeks down the road. If I'm not mistaken, for the 3rd anniversary, we had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta be the main headliner alongside Fuse and also have Corrupted, and that was part 1. And then for part 2, we had a revival Super Saiyan Gohan into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie, and he was super hype, right? So again, my speculation is that for this anniversary, the first part is going to be MUI Goku, and the second part could be Dragon Ball Super superhero stuff as well, like, you know, the new Gohan, the new Piccolo, and whoever else may be coming as well. But all in all, anniversary time is a time to be hyped. It's a time to be excited. So again, just be excited for it and have fun at the end of the day. But again, I do want to know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below, or if there's any tips that I may have missed out on, then let people know in the comment section below, because I want everybody to be completely prepared for this big event. Don't forget too, that come anniversary day, I'm going crazy. 40,000 crystals bare minimum from me, because I'm going crazy. I'm getting MUI Goku. But again, if there's anything that I missed, or anything at all that you guys want to talk about concerning the anniversary, let me know in the comment section below, because it's gonna be crazy. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.